What I have learned in Africa, you got to be patient, you got to connect to the right people, you got to be prayerful, and you got to use wisdom, period. Peace and blessings, lovely people. Welcome to my channel, Rooted in Royalty. It is Aa-Isha Diamond. My life. My life, when times get hard, we make it through whatever. My life, good days or bad days don't last forever. Blocking out distractions, no time to waste. Love, peace, and loyalty is what I embrace. Living life simple is where I want to be. I care not to be you, please let me be me. My life, not a crystal stair. The strength within, not at all underwear. Kept me out of trouble, me slaying hair. On the other side, I labored in prayer. The glory is shown, the story is unknown. To uplift my spirit, I make my own songs. My life, take the bitter with the sweet. Bounce back from the worst, again, no defeat. Determined to achieve excellency. If you can't fly, run or walk. By all means, gold is not the stop. Look me up, but something that I have to get used to in Africa. Have to get used to it. And it is a challenge. It's not easy when you're used to things going a certain way. But one thing I found out, Africa is different than a lot of places in the world. Definitely the West. To the lifestyle, the African lifestyle, we here really just irritates me. And I am getting better and better, but sometimes it could be so stressful. And that is this free market. This free market, honey. It is some work. Now, it don't have to be work if you're willing to just pay whatever people say you're willing to pay. Then now that'll be easy. But I know that prices are different everywhere. It's a free market, and people can really charge what they want to charge. So I try to be wise over my dollars, wise over my delacies. So therefore, I have to dive on in and do the work that I have to do to get good prices. Yes, because I don't want to pay the first price, honey. I'm a real African. I don't want to pay the first price. No, that I am not paying the first price unless it's a set price in certain places. But anyway, yes, you all. So, for instance, example. So we made a purchase. Okay, so some people charging different, of course. One company said we'll say 17,000 dollars. Now we got to check around to see what everybody else says. So that can be the stressful part too, especially when you don't have patience. So in Africa, you have to adopt patience around the board, honey, because if not, it will run you crazy. So we check with somebody else. Okay, how much is this? Okay, that is $12,000. Okay, check with somebody else. How much is this? Okay, that is $14,000. Now these people, this is the same merchandise, but everybody is saying different prices, right? Okay, and it also depends on if you want the particular merchandise, if you want it brand new or you want it secondhand. That's a big part of what it's going to cost as well. Okay, so we kept checking around, kept checking around, very stressful, but we kept checking around. Now, one thing I appreciate about this connection, I really appreciate my connections so far. I have some connections, honey. And alhamdulillah, I'm so happy because when you have connections, it just makes things so much easier. Kept checking around. And this particular merchandise that somebody was selling, it looked like old. I was like, now we trying to get secondhand. It don't have to be brand new, but I don't want it to be 40 years old neither. And you trying to charge us the same price as these people that that they charging us over here, and it's decent. So anyway, so at the end of the day, we end up getting this particular merchandise for way cheaper, alhamdulillah. So we found somebody that was selling it, and they were selling it one at 7,500 dalasis, and we was able to talk them down to 7,000 dalasis. Alhamdulillah. And this merchandise, it looks like it's like almost new. It's secondhand, but it looks almost new and is in good shape. So we don't have to worry about this thing breaking down next month, hopefully, inshallah. So you all see what I'm talking about. You have to check around. Sure, you check around to compare prices. That's if you want to save a dalasi, because you will pay. So think about it. We talked to somebody that's charging 14,000 dalasis, and we ended up getting this thing for 7,000 dalasis. A nice one. So y'all see what I'm talking about? You got to weigh your options. You got to know the difference. You got to have patience. You got to know how to work it. You got to have connections in Africa, honey, aunties. But now, some of you all may have it like that to buy things brand new. Some of you all may have it like that to pay the first price or whatever somebody throw out to you. Now, you will be stress-free. You know, they tell you a price, okay, here you go, let's do it. But me, honey, dated. No, I do not want to go with your first price. I want to go with the best price. Once we go with the best price, we can keep this thing rolling. So yeah, so you all, that can be very stressful in Africa, but you have to get used to it. And once you get used to it, then you'll be okay. And the right connections will make things so much easier for you, because it would just help you out to find out what's what. So I had people sending me numbers, doing this, okay, let me check with them. Had people asking for me, you know. And one thing about beautiful Gambians, they do not mind helping you when you get the right ones. But you have to be careful now, because, honey, sometimes even the ones you think the right ones, they will help you, but they'll be getting a little cut out of the situation too. They will be getting a cut, honey. You will be paying 3 people. So you would think you saving. But if you don't connect with the right people, you're going to be paying this one, that one. Everybody going to get a cut, and you're going to think you're getting a deal. You might as well went and bought the thing brand new and went with the first price, whatever. So yes, you have to be careful. You have to use wisdom. You have to be prayerful. You have to have patience. And then you will be okay in Africa. But if you don't have these things, if you do not have these things, oh my God, it will just run you crazy. You will be stressed out trying to locate the right price or trying not to get scammed or not to get got. So yes, that's the ones that's already made it to the grounds. The ones that's on the way, don't go with the first price. If it's not a store or somewhere where they have set prices, don't go with the first price. You got to work it. You got to work it on down, honey. They'll come on down. So sometimes you get ready to purchase something and you negotiate with them. They don't want to come down. You be like, okay, thank you. And you walk off. They'll call you back. Some of them will. They'll call you back. And especially around rainy season when business is not going well, everybody needs to make a dalasi. So that's the best time to purchase some things, honey, when you can easily talk people down. But yes, so just work it. We have to learn how to work it. Yes, that's a little advice for you all when it comes to the motherland. All right, you all. Peace and blessings to you all. Everyone have a beautiful day.